period of time trying to find out what the best answer is. It's hard to get economists to always agree. We had a group of them, with a pretty diverse group, that all admitted the fact that, one, our present system is a failed system. It will no longer provide the needs of the people of the state or the businesses. Secondly, they gave a pathway as to how to accomplish this. It's like going to your doctor. You say, tell me what my problem is and how do I get better? If it's a case of life and death, like cancer, you say, okay, I'm going to do some tough medicine, chemotherapy, radiation, whatever, to get better. Unfortunately, there were a lot of outside influences that apparently put a lot of pressure on the governor and the speaker, and pretty much forced a compromise, which this is not even a compromise because it hasn't been compromised, it hasn't been agreed to, but it forced it to move in the wrong direction. The goals of tax reform, real tax reform, were outlined by the economists, broadening a base, lowering rates. And what this does is it basically shows that we've reestablished a zero bracket for corporations, okay? Now, what that says is we have enough political influence to force a zero for corporate and franchise tax. And that means for every other small business, now that's 400,000 of the small businesses in the state that will pay a higher tax rate because of that tax loophole. More importantly, every one of the millions of taxpayers, the individuals, will pay a higher rate. That's our problem now, and all we've done is exacerbated it. And I felt that it was important to stand on some principles. Did it have to be my plan? No. It could have been any version of it, and it wasn't even my plan. Senator Rabin and I spent a lot of time on it, Senator Brock, Senator Curtis, and actually in the beginning a lot of House members were engaged in it until they were pulled out of it. And we just felt, and I just feel at this point, that my usefulness is no longer necessary, and I'll just find some other duties to fulfill.
By stepping down as the chair, though, chairs obviously are a little bit more involved in this process. Do you just feel like you've done what you can, and since your voice wasn't necessarily...
Well, I just felt that, moving down this pathway, and apparently it will pass today, it actually precludes us and prevents us from moving in the direction we want. It's actually taking a step backwards. And if that is passed and approved by the House and approved by the governor, then comprehensive tax reform, as it really should be done, not by what I say, but by what the economists and the business community says, has really been damaged. And, I don't, if something is sinking, it's maybe a good time to get off the boat.
Nobody can deny you have put hours and hours of your life into this. Are you disappointed?
I'm disappointed that the special interest, and I will applaud Senator Berger. He initially, very rarely does a President pro tem get involved, and he was one of the principal sponsors of the original plan, which was one that would have actually provided economic growth and job creation, which is what it's all about. I was disappointed that the governor and the speaker did not provide the necessary support to actually move forward comprehensive tax planning. We had a lot of momentum. We had a lot of people understanding that we do have a serious problem, but to move in the wrong direction because of certain restrictions that were put on the Senate, because we were told that a number of things that the governor and the speaker would not not hear. It forced this to be something that's not even less than ideal. It's just in the wrong direction.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.